Yo, what's goody? What's up? How's it going? I need to figure out how to do an intro, and what I would do for an intro. I was thinking about if you guys watch Naruto, when Jiraiya was talking about Naruto Uzumaki. I'm thinking about adding that. Maybe I'd talk to like a I don't know if the Jiraiya voice actors does like requests, but I know the Madara voice actor does. But I'm gonna see if I can get the Jiraiya voice actor to be like instead of Naruto Uzumaki, be like King Uzumaki. Oh, that's so nerdy. I'm a fucking nerd. I shouldn't curse in the, but I don't really care. It doesn't matter. As you guys can clearly hear though, I'm sick. Early is trying to get over his sickness. It's been a few days. But as for other stuff, I just watched a video, and there's been some things going on in my life that has made me like think about. Also, music artists will be in the description down below. Always, if I'm putting in a beautiful piece of orchestra or music, the artist will be in the description down below. I found this guy on TikTok. Great piano. I love the piano. I love the way the piano sounds and like the way he. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you guys want to know, it'll be in the description down below. Check that out. But pretty sure his name is Mike. Sorry, I don't remember your last name. I didn't peep it too much. What's going on here? But yeah, today's episode. What the fuck? Today's video here. I'm talk to me and talk to y'all, to the fellas, to the youngins, even to the females, to the women out there, to the males. Doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter how young you are. Now, I'm just gonna preface this with myself. I am a 23-year-old man who has never been in love. I've seen instances of love later in my life, and I've also seen a lot of instances of bad relationships, toxic love, betrayal, cheating, and shit like that. From a kid's perspective, and obviously, as a kid, you're not told a lot of things. So if you're more of a observant youngin, if you're more of a intuitive, introverted, a lot of introverts, also a good amount of extroverts, but a lot of introverts are intuitive, are introspective, are observant to the things going around them. So we're not oblivious to maybe there's parents watching that is like, yo, your kids are people out of shit, bro. Like even young, like even when you like 4 or 5, like kids pick up on the things you do and the things you mainly things you do and how you act and react to things, and they pick up on this stuff. But and also obviously the things that you say. And terrible, I don't know why people do this, people live this philosophy, but do what I say, not what I do. Bitch, motherfucker, why don't you do what you say? It's not being a goddamn hypocrite. I'm a class act of that. Coaches don't play, you know what I mean? Coaches don't play. I give good advice. I give great I think I give great relationship advice. Probably because of things that I've seen. Also, I have to remember to slow down when I talk. It's a bad habit that I speed up, that I talk fast. So sometimes I start to stutter, so I gotta remember to just talk slower. But to this video, I don't want to talk too long because it's already almost been 4 minutes. When you're going for your partner, and I'm gonna only talk about what I'm experienced with, so straight relationships. I don't know if it's really that different with gay relationships or whatever other relationships there would be. Lesbian falls under gay, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, doesn't matter. Classification. I don't know about classifications. Sorry, I don't have the classified pass. I know. All I know is a few. But you can go with the 5 W's. 5 W's, easiest. I wasn't even gonna bring this up because I just thought about this on the spot. But where you find your person is a big detail of how your relationship can go. The possibilities that are there. Like you find your girl at a library. There's a lot of reasons she can be in school. She can just be studious. She can just try to like learn stuff. Or at a ROM around being like historical stuff. Actually, I want to go into more stuff. If there's a good like historical artifacts, shit about that, it's history and like even animals, stuff like that, definitely do let me know. Do want to visit more stuff like that. But if you find girls, or us just say people, in more places that align with your interests, I shouldn't say interests because there's other interests, but if you find them in more secluded areas like that are less public, less exuberant. I don't know why I use the word exuberant, but or if you go to to a club, to a bar, meet a girl on Tinder, some dating app that's more salacious, more lust built, more meant for hookups and that instant gratification. Keep in mind, instant gratification. Keep in mind that. If you find a girl off that, or a partner, sorry, you're starting your building blocks off of set, not even expectations, but just preconceived and preset conditions. The time and place and where you find your person is a big driver to how your relationship is going to go and where your mindset is. Maybe you can have expectations going into a certain area that maybe wouldn't align with that, or would be a little bit trickier. Let's say you want to, let's say you have the mindset of you want to find a girl to date, but you're going to a club, you're going to a rowdy bar. You definitely can find a solid person in a bar. I'm not saying you can't find solid people there, but the majority, the demographic there are there for very few things. Clapping cheeks, getting their cheeks clapped. I don't know who doing the toe touching, but someone's doing some toe touching. And you gotta keep in mind, because you were there for that moment. And if you're not there for another moment, if you happen to move, if you happen to not have the time, if you happen to just not perform well, or you just happen to not connect, that motherfucker gonna find somebody else. Keep that in mind. Options are there. Men and women have options. In this day and age, it is actually insane. Like, to the people that were good looking or are good looking in the past, you've always had options. You can always pick and choose. It's just how it went. Status, looks, a lot of plethora of power, or having a monopoly over certain things will give you more options. And obviously, if you had less, if you were more ugly, if you were broker, whatever, physically, whatever, incapable of certain stuff, maybe you're hunchback, whatever, you would have less options. But in this day and age, these technology, I mentioned in another video, technology and the way we're moving, but instant gratification and that instant like confidence building that social media has built in and integrated with everything. You can get your ego boost in a minute. You can fucking promote your shit, have people be like, oh my god, bro, you're icy. You can be straight fucking mediocre at best, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, appearance wise. It doesn't fucking matter. You can be mediocre at best, but motherfuckers will gas you up, and that's not a bad thing. We need confidence as humans to go out and do stuff, or we need confidence as just beings to go out and do stuff. But at the same time, people be gassing up people, one, that they don't know, two, that have an inflated ego, or just an ego that is out of like cooperation. It's just not cooperating with you and your growth, so it's kind of taking over. And that's a bad thing. You have to be able to moderate things, to be able to level things out. You can't let something blow up and let things unbalanced. Balance isn't always 50-50, but you can't let things be unbalanced. Imbalanced? Unbalanced. Imbalanced. And if you go with other W's, who you meet, how that person is, big indicator. First impressions are important, and then the leading conversations after that are also very vital. So don't get mixed in with expectations, your own expectations and expectations for the other person. Have no expectations, bro. Have no expectations. Expectations and comparison is a thief of joy. It's a thief of the present. Just allow yourself to be in a situation and experience that situation. Know what your environment is. Know what that could entail. and know what people that can entail, and go in from there. Don't have any expectations about the place. Actually, I won't say the place. I mean, have some, reservations. Be safe. Always be alert. Don't get caught lacking, gentlemen, ladies. Don't get caught lacking. There's a lot of fucked up individuals out here, men and women. Y'all some snakes for real. Like real talk. Y'all some real motherfucking snakes. Y'all bitches, y'all pussy boys, y'all puss niggas. Y'all some snakes for real. I'll beat your ass if you want me to. Test me. Hey man, but that's just me though. That's just me though. I'm just venting. But where you meet the person, who you meet the person. You also gotta keep in mind, there's a lot of people that do are fake. I'll put on an image. So that's another topic. That's another thing to work around and figure out. You can say why you met the person, whatever. You figure that out. If you approach them, they approach you. In this day and age, you see less dudes approaching women for a multitude of reasons. Maybe lack of confidence, social media. A lot of people will meet a person, or not even meet a person. A lot of people will see a person, but oh shit, is that who I follow? Not fucking approach the person. Either they leave the function, leave the event, the person or one person leaves. Did I just see you at the? Was that you in the? Or you look pretty. Why the fuck are you doing that? If you wanted to approach a person, approach a person. If you don't message the person, goofy. But we live in an interesting day of times, man. A lot of things have fucked up a lot of things, but I don't like when people. I understand why people do this because, their feelings are hurt. They've gone through things, and they're in their own mindset. But the idea that not even a group of people are bad, but just, I guess, there's a section of men and a section of females that a pure section of females are pure snakes, whores, sluts, whatever the fuck, bad imagery, or that the group of men are just all fucking fuck boys, losers, creeps, or whatever. That's not how shit works. I just, that mentality does annoy me because it's just so like close-minded and just minuscule. Just like shit isn't like that. There's gonna be a percentage of those bitches that are like that. Those bitches. I'll say it to your face, if you a bitch, you a bitch. But now women are bitches, and all bitches are women. It's not the feel. And to the men, there's some bitches in there. There's some bitch. I'm talking. There's some men that are bitches, that are pussies, and then there's some men, and then there's some men, then there's some dudes that are just in the middle. And aren't really like men that are the stereotypical, or not even stereotypical, but the more typical masculine men, more confident men. You don't have to be like stereotypically confident to be a top tier dude. You don't have to be stereotypically feminine to be a top tier female. Some women get offended by females, but you don't have to be a top tier feminine to be a top tier woman. In this day and age, there's a lot more, I guess, variety or like diversity in terms of how we fluctuate with feminine and masculine energy. And a lot of people are getting to the point of extremities, and a lot more people are getting more to the traditional conservative route that we've been in like for centuries and millennia. And I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with it, but once you start trying to implicate your thoughts and your whatever, that's mentality onto others, on not even forcefully necessarily, but just without asking, without with no permission or whatever the fuck. Sorry about that. I gotta spit. I'm sorry. But look, man. We as humans, and just nature is filled with energy. Humans are filled with feminine, yin and yang, feminine and masculine energy. And it's not about diminishing one side. It's not about a man just being purely logical, purely rational, and no emotion, because that does not exist. I don't know where the belief that men aren't emotional exists, but men are fucking emotional. Let's just address that for a fact right now. Let me sit up real quick. Let me sit up, muff. Cause men are fucking emotional, dog. Let me tell you something, bro. You will. Some of the most emotional motherfuckers you will meet will be fucking men, because of the way we grew up and that people don't know how to like control their emotions. Women have more of a safety net when it comes to being emotional and more of an expectation. But men, you don't. Men, you have to be stoic, don't show no emotions, grow up with just stifling, not even understanding and controlling your emotions. Because as humans, men and women are emotional. Women, naturally more emotional, naturally have more of a outlet for emotion, naturally are more emotionally empathetic and sympathetic and emotionally communicative. Men, less that, more logical, talk less, listen more, act more. Yeah, that's more of just how it is. But guys are also highly emotional. Women, highly emotional. And there's a decent amount of women that are logical, depending on how they're raised, logical, rational, and all that stuff, more than they are emotional. And then, there's gonna be people that want to label it as, oh, you're masculine, oh, the guys that are more emotional or feminine. That's not how this shit works, though. That's just not how this world, universe, reality fucking works. It annoys me when people get stuck in a mindset, but at the same time, it's kind of natural when you grow up thinking certain things, and that's just how you base your perspective on. But remember, always challenge your perspective, because times are always going to change. Your morals, your standards, it's another word, your ethics, those may sway, but those should kind of stay sedimented. Those should stay rooted, grounded, unchanged. Like the principles you stand for, obviously depending on what they are, as long as it benefits you and the people close to you, and maybe people that you support, that aren't hurting anybody, isn't malicious. They're doing construction on my street, so I do apologize for any sounds that may be heard. But be careful of who you let in, spiritually and emotionally, physically. So you whores out there, and then be mindful of who you allow yourself to attach to. So I'll say that again. Be mindful of who you allow yourself to attach to, and be mindful of who you allow to be attached to. Is that right? You attached to somebody attached to you. I don't know if I said it right, but I said it. How to say that? Energy is malleable. Energy does not get destroyed. Energy can get connected, latched onto. Keep that in mind. Now, live your life. If you want to be more of a frivolous person, all the power to you. There's billions of fucking humans out there. Live your life. If people are gonna judge you, that's off them. That's off them. That's not off you and your any inadequacies or any supreme abilities, skills you may have, and their jealousy of it. That's just them and their character projecting onto you. There's gonna be people that do that. Family, friends, blood ties, no blood ties, strangers will give you positivity, will give you negativity. Just because they're family doesn't mean they're blood. Just because they're family, word to Dom, Fast and Furious, doesn't mean they're blood. And there's a lot of things to keep in mind with this, but the focal point is just knowing what you want. If you want a relationship, if you want a genuine connection, you can't go on to these instant gratification devices, these apps, these dating apps, these clubs, these bars, where it is what it is. Like, the environment is what it is. If that's what you want, if you want easy shit, if you want that fast sex, if you want that limited, kind of shallow connection, lust connection, you know where to go. If you want more genuine shit, you gotta go to places that interest you. If you're a car person, maybe go to car meets, maybe go to races, whatever. If you're an athlete of sports, go to, I wouldn't say a gym, go to like some sporting events, with football, volleyball, whatever places. Like there's parks, you'll meet people, sports stores. Go to a store. You can go to a gym. Gyms though. You need more like. What's the word? I don't know the word, but like rapport. Like you need to go like a few times. If you have a gym crush and there's been eye contact, maybe like you pass by, you be like, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? A couple of hays. You do like a couple of hays now and then, maybe give some eye contact, whatever. I mean, nothing crazy. Don't do anything crazy at first. And then eventually it'll like build up. If there's an attraction there and you say hi as often as you can. Like if you go like, let's say you go 7 days a week, and let's say just hypothetically you both go 7 days a week, same time, so you guys see each other. First 2 days, say hey, little whatever, just like a head nod, whatever, something casual, simple. Don't be like, oh hey, how's it going? My name is. Don't do that. And then maybe the third, fourth, it's a little bit more chill, trying to because you're gym, man. Get focused. Focus on yourself. Don't focus on nobody else. Don't focus on them. Don't chase women. Don't chase men. Focus on your goals. Chase your goals, and things will come to you as long as you have the thoughts that are aligned with that. As long as you're thinking positivity, as long as you're pushing positivity, as long as you're speaking and acting positivity will come your way. And that shit is facts. I'm gonna talk about another video of the power of thoughts. But I've been chatting. This is almost 22 minutes. I feel like I think I said enough. I said the where, why, who, the what. I don't know what would the what be. And what's the other one? Who, what, where, when. Oh, when. When is also a big one. There's a lot of night owls out there. I wish there were more like night functions that are like more like just like places that were open that are chill. Most places close at like 2, 3, which is nice, but more like late night stuff. At least where I live. I live close to Toronto, so close to Toronto. I don't live in Toronto. I live close to though. But look though. The world is a big place. Your love is inside. Where you will find love is inside of you. Where you can find a connection that could build love is out there. The world is vast. Maybe in your city, maybe in your country, the one may not be there. You can find connections, you can find strong connections, potentials of a love, but you're more soulmates. Whether you believe it or not, I don't give a fuck if you believe it or not. It's out there. It exists. If you believe it, if you have believed it, if you have pushed it out into reality, it is out there. Your soulmate, your other half, your counterpart is out there. In this world. Now, a lot of us a lot of us will never actually meet that person because we don't go out there, we don't do things, we stay complacent, we stay in our own bubbles. And if that's how you want to live, that's how you want to live, but that's the experiences you're gonna get. If you want to experience more, if you want to have more options, you want to explore more, and if you want to find more things that have been withheld from you, hidden from you, or just unidentified, you have to explore the world, man. Explore where you want to. I'm not saying explore every fucking corner, every fucking country, every city, but explore the places you want to go. Because the places you want to go, places you want to see, places that are intrinsically pulling you to go to, there's a reason. Don't go with expectations. Don't go, oh, I'm gonna go to Europe, but I'm gonna find the one I love. Don't be a fucking weirdo like that. Go in with not even expectation, but set the standard for what you're going for. Positivity, love, appreciation, whatever. Give out what you plan to get back as well. If you're a piece of shit, human, fucking asshole, rude, judgmental, closed-minded, all that shit, you'll find somebody out there too. There's somebody out there. If you're open-minded, closed-minded, doesn't matter. Piece of shit, nice person, does not matter. You'll find a person. Don't settle. Work on the relationships you're in. A lot of people be giving up. It's 25 minutes, but fuck, I gotta say this. Yo, this generation is filled with fucking quitters. Quitters. Like, it's good for like jobs when you're getting disrespected. You're not getting what you should be getting. And you're getting disrespected. But in relationships, you're there to build something. You guys have set a precedent to build something. What if you guys are both cheaters? You guys are both in this mindset. You guys deserve each other. Don't go for nobody else. Fuck y'all both. Fucking ruin y'all lives together. But in this generation, it's amplified. It's always been around. But in this generation, people call it quits super quick. They don't like to work on stuff. They just want that easy access, easy gratification. It's not so much instant in this case, but it's more easy. Grass is greener on the other side type of thing. Why work on this when there's a problem already? There's a problem. Oh my God, just leave. Let's just not solve the issue, because the issue can be solved, but y'all don't want to solve the issue. You just want to just sweep it on the rug, throw it out the window, move on, be with somebody else in a whole different fucking situation. That's a problem in itself. But I also like, when I was growing up, it was very middle. But things were coming in, things were leaving, things were changing. Now things are obviously still changing. We're in the middle of a lot of things, but there's more extremes that are being shown. An example right there. And shit is interesting. You gotta be careful who you pick. This is why I'm still moving the way I move, man. I want to cherish my energy. I want to be selective with the things that I do with other people, because despite how much I've doubted my worth, I still have known my worth. I still have known my intrinsic value that I was born with, and that I raised growing up, that I raised the experience that I raised just going through the mental battles that I've went through. But no, you are not the greatest thing on this fucking planet. No, you are not always the prize. No, you are not always the best person. Ego can take you so far. Have confidence, but don't have fucking delusion. Don't be fucking deluded. Don't be delusional. Don't fucking have your ego take over. No, not even know your places. No, there are better people out there in different facets. No, there are kinder, smarter, funnier people out there. But there's no one like you. So work on you. Continue to be the best version of you. And I guarantee you will find people, beings, situations that are meant for you. Meant for you to give you lessons. They're for seasons. They're for months. They're for weeks. They're for years. They're for your life. And that also depends on your actions, your thoughts, your habits, and how you have prepared your life, your experiences to that point. And those points flip onto whatever that opportunity is as well, whatever that person is as well. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. If you're prepared, luck will be added. If you're not quite prepared, you're not quite talented, if you're not quite there, luck won't always be on your side. And that's how it is. That's just how it should be. Universe isn't going to give you everything that you wanted if that's not what's in here. If that's not what's in here, in your soul, if that's not what you're thinking, and that's not what you're saying, that's not what you're believing, it's not gonna be there, man. But 30 minutes is crazy. I'm not editing this shit down, and I know motherfuckers are not getting to this end. And if somehow you did, because somehow you were invested in this, love. I'd be chatting, I'd be rambling. But I appreciate you. 30 minutes is fucking crazy. 30 minutes is 30 minutes is crazy. 30 minutes is crazy. I imagine people probably get like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 13 minutes. So, love. Shout out to y'all. Be better. Keep getting better. Do more, man. Live more. Experience more. Open your mind. Don't be stuck. Know that you are great. You are capable of change. You are capable of adapting. You are capable. You are capable. You are worthy. And you are loved. Love yourself.